Essentially, it seems that Russia wants to pick apart European allies and also demonstrate that NATO cannot deliver security and that can be internally divided, as this has been the case in many previous instances, taking over some of the parts of Ukraine, in Donbass and Crimea, but also earlier in Georgia, and in attacking or killing individuals on the territory of EU or Great Britain.
Why has Ukraine become a geopolitical flashpoint?
Because Russia made it so. Russia is testing European security system and, frankly, seeking to undermine it through the situation in Ukraine. So Ukraine is, in a way, a pawn of a larger chessboard set by Russians, in which Moscow, Kremlin, is posing a strategic challenge to European security system.
What are the current consequences of Russia's actions?
This is about undermining the European security system, which may spill over to the global system. It is undermining the world order as we have knew it. It is definitely looking at not recognizing European unity, European Union as an institution, and may have larger consequences of rewriting the code of international multilateral world order.
Is a common stance on defense in the European Union possible?
In long term, yes. Europe will have to build what is designed as or thought as strategic autonomy, but it will take time. Today, hard power is something different than 50 years ago. We know through hybrid warfare, for instance, that the nature of hard power, projecting power, coercive power is also changing over time. I think the most important element of Europe, and also a good element of Europe, is the power potential that it generates and that brings in the power of attraction. It is setting a promise of a country, of a system to which you are pulled and attracted, along with the economic power, cultural power, and so on. And Europe has that, and maybe on top of that, add some small reaction forces, units that can collaborate and project power, but it's not going to be an empire. If anything, Europe is the empire of law.
What can the European Union do as an immediate response to this crisis?
One is to do what it has been doing. It has invested in neighbourhood, Eastern Partnership, but also Western Balkans. These are countries which are not in the backyard. There is no country in the backyard of anyone else if we treat European security system seriously. And the European Union needs to have an offer. It should also assume the worst possible scenario with Russian intervention, refugee and migration crisis coming in from Ukraine to provide Ukrainians with shelter, with assistance, with sort of support that Europe is really good at. And finally, it can strategically and importantly for its own sake invest in its own democracy, such as installing Magnitsky Act in particular countries all across European Union to get the financial corruption out of the bloodstream of democracies and not allow to be exploited and be divided also through economic means.